What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to FudgeMuppet. My name is Michael, and today I'll be taking you through our latest build, the Dragon Slayer. Firstly, however, I have an exciting announcement, and that is regarding the FudgeMuppet Show. The FudgeMuppet Show, aka our upcoming sensational podcasts, will be coming soon. So far, it's looking very promising, as those of you who watch our Let's Plays know we like to talk about lots of funny things in games and random shit, so be sure to subscribe now so you don't miss all that goodness. Also, if this build gets 1,000 likes in one day, we'll make a guide on how to make the face. But anyways, on to the build, the true Dragonborn build that everyone has been asking for. The build can be played as a male or female, and this is the ultimate Dragonborn and Dragon Slayer in his or her ultimate form. For our female Dragon Slayer, this is our backstory. The Dragon Slayer was born and raised in Bruma, and even as a true blood Nord, she was not fully educated on Nordic culture. Her family that she grew up with was pretty good. Her father was a veteran from the Great War and a very skilled blacksmith. Her mother was a hunter originating from Falkreath up in Skyrim, and both her parents taught her their crafts. Her mother taught her how to hunt with a bow and skin animals for their hide and resources, and her father taught her how to wear armor, block with a shield, and swing with his war axe. The Dragon Slayer was sent to Skyrim to deliver one of her father's swords, forged specifically for a friend of his in Helgen. She was tracking across the Drow Mountains to get to Helgen, donned in furs and armors, and unfortunately found herself caught up in the skirmish between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. She was carted to Helgen and thrust into the main story, and her sense of adventure and her willingness to help people leads her on the path to become the Dragonborn and the greatest Dragon Slayer of all time. Roleplay that throughout the story that she's sending letters back to her family, and she will have them waiting back at home for her after she has saved and helped the land of Skyrim as much as possible. That means you will be doing the main storyline, the Dragonborn DLC storyline, and also the Dawnguard DLC to defeat the evil vampires. The skills for the Dragon Slayer are one-handed, block, heavy armor, smithing, and archery. The build is very much a warrior and a true Dovahkiin, and will not be using any magic or stealth, but shouts. There's quite an extensive list of perks you'll need, and that can be found in the description, and I think that you'll need about 54 or 55 perks total. After that, you can get whatever you like. So of course, one-handed will be a main offense and will impact the power of your war axe, and then archery will also be a main offense and is extra helpful in taking down dragons that you can't get up close and personal with your axe. Heavy armor will be used to protect you, and smithing will be used to fortify this armor and to make your bow and axe deal more damage. Finally, block will then be used to bash dragons and deal with their ranged elemental attacks. In terms of a playstyle, the Dragon Slayer will usually have her axe and shield equipped with arrows on her back, but of course will have her bow favorited. The helmet will also be favorited, as it will not be worn outside of combat. During non-dragon combat, put on your helmet and take out your shield and one-handed weapon. This will be enough to defeat most ground-based enemies. However, if you are faced with multiple opponents or ranged attackers, then switch to your bow, take aim, and fire away. The playstyle is pretty basic, as you can see, and of course in the event of a dragon, you're also going to want to take out your bow. You will shoot the dragon till it lands and finish it off with your war axe. The playstyle also involves using the powers of a Dragonborn, as I mentioned, your shouts. Dragon Aspect, Bend Will, Dragon Rend, and Stormcall are the preferred and main shouts for the build. Dragon Aspect is always a powerful choice against every enemy, and Dragon Rend is incredibly useful to make dragons land if you are low on arrows. Stormcall is very powerful against lots of enemies, and also for multiple dragons flying in the sky. Bend Will allows you to use one dragon to fight another, and then finish the dragon once you no longer need it. The character will also sell the loot she takes from the corpses of dragons, and use the bones for smithing if needed. Finally, you should seek out and master every single shout, as you will definitely have enough souls to learn them all. For the Dragon Slayer, the stat spread is half health and half stamina. This will allow for enough stamina to power attack and bash dragons and other enemies, whilst giving you enough health to stay alive alongside your high armor rating. The stone being used by the Dragon Slayer is very effective against dragons, and it is our favorite, the Lord Stone. This will help protect against their breath, which counts as magic, as you get 25% more magical resistance, and also against their physical offense, as you get an additional 50 to your armor rating. Your armor rating will be pretty damn high already, simply from the material it's made of and because you'll be smithing it up. And that wraps up this week's Skyrim build, the Dragon Slayer. If you like builds, be sure to check out our Fallout builds, and as I said, don't forget to subscribe for more Elder Scrolls, more Fallout, and for the FudgeMuppet Show podcast. The perk link for the build is in the description, alongside all the links to our wonderful social media pages. Follow us on Instagram, it's pretty great, and that's about it. My name is Michael, and I'll be back as usual with Scott with even more sensational uploads.